Internet. What is Internet? These are the learning objectives for this chapter. What is the World Wide Web? This question always is in exams. www, what does it mean? What is intranet and what is internet? Setting up an internet connection. How do you set up an internet connection? Introduction to web browsers. What is a web browser? Is it an application or not? What is a web browser? My students, can you explain what is a web browser? Can you tell me what is a web browser? Let's proceed using Microsoft Edge. This is a new application, Microsoft Edge, that is used. We have examples of web browsers. We have Microsoft Edge, Mozilla Firefox, we have Google Chrome, we have many and others. Let us not waste time. Let's hit.
The Internet's World Wide Web offers a rich assortment of information ranging from educational materials to pure entertainment. In this chapter, you will learn the basics of the Internet and the World Wide Web and how to set up an Internet connection. You'll also explore the features of the Microsoft Edge browser. The Internet consists of millions of computers around the world that are connected to one another through communication lines. Each computer on the Internet offers various information, which can be accessed by anyone with a computer, a modem, cable, broadband, or wireless connection, and the right kind of software. Computers that provide information and services on the Internet are called hosts or servers and are used for many types of transactions. Microsoft offers information about their products, as well as product updates. Banks store account information and enable financial transactions, and millions of retailers sell merchandise over the Internet. Computers that access information on the Internet, such as personal computers, are referred to as clients and need special software to access information on servers. The best way to describe the Internet is by describing some of the things you can do on the Internet. Most people use the Internet to access information. This information is stored in different formats, the most popular format being the web page. Web pages offer a rich assortment of information in the form of text, pictures, animations, and hyperlinks. A group of related web pages is called a website. The collection of all websites on the Internet is referred to as the World Wide Web. The World Wide Web is a subset of all the computers that make up the Internet. Any Internet computer that offers a website is considered to be a part of the World Wide Web. A website is a collection of web pages. Web pages offer information in the form of text, pictures, animation, sound, and videos. One of the most important components of a web page is the link. Links enable you to access other pages on the World Wide Web, which can be offered by any organization in the world. Web pages can offer these features because they are written in a special programming language called HTML, short for Hypertext Markup Language, and XML, short for Extensible Markup Language. Special formatting tags are placed around the elements of an HTML document. For example, tags are used to display paragraphs, pictures, and links. When a web browser opens an HTML document, it translates these tags and then displays the document as a web page. In addition to web pages, the Internet allows you to exchange information using email, blogs, social media, news groups, RSS feeds, and instant messaging. Email enables you to send and receive messages to and from specific people. Blogs are frequently updated online journals reflecting the views of the blog's creator. Social media sites allow users to interact with other visitors of the websites to express thoughts, ideas, and photos. Newsgroups let you exchange messages among an entire group of people sharing an interest. RSS feeds provide web content summaries and links to full content. Instant messaging allows you to send and receive instant messages to and from another individual. Typically, the instant messaging system alerts you whenever somebody on your private list is online. You can then initiate a chat session with that particular individual. Websites and newsgroups are all identified by a unique address called a Uniform Resource Locator, URL. You use the URL to access the information you want. Websites use the URL format displayed on screen. Let's take a closer look. The first part of the URL indicates the protocol used by the server offering the information. A protocol is a set of rules and standards that lets computers exchange information. For example, HTTPS is the protocol used by web servers. The next three parts of the address give information about the server storing the document. For example, the URL www.microsoft.com tells us the following. www, the server is part of the World Wide Web. Microsoft, the server belongs to Microsoft. Com, the server is used for commercial purposes. The last part of the address indicates the name of a specific document or folder stored at the website. Newsgroup URLs use the protocol news. The rest of the address identifies the newsgroup by category and subcategory. Email addresses consist of a user ID and the name of a mail server. You'll learn more about newsgroup addresses and email addresses later in the course. To access the Internet, you need a computer, phone, or tablet device, as well as a communication line, such as a modem. Many Internet users have an account to connect to the Internet, or an email account accessed by connecting to the Internet. Internet accounts can come from an Internet service provider or ISP. Generally, users pay a fee for unlimited access to the Internet via wireless, cable, DSL, satellite, dial-up, or ISDN connection. Or, if your company's network has access to the Internet, you may not need to buy anything. Many companies have a constant connection to the Internet, which is made available to employees. Before connecting to the Internet, you need to install special software in order to view web pages, send email, and participate in news groups. Software that lets you view web pages is called a browser. Software that lets you send and receive email is called a mail program. And a news program enables you to work with news groups and RSS feeds. If you have an Internet service provider, Windows 11 provides the program you need to connect to the Internet and access the information it provides. The Microsoft Edge browser lets you visit the World Wide Web. The Internet consists of millions of computers around the world that are connected to one another through communication lines. To access the Internet, you need an account with an Internet Service Provider, ISP, and the correct hardware such as DSL, dial-up, cable modem, router, or combination of modem and router. When you subscribe to an account with an ISP, you might receive software that configures Windows 11 to use the ISP to connect with the Internet. In other cases, you will need to set up the Internet connection yourself. Windows 11 can step you through the process of creating a new Internet connection. In the example used throughout this course, Sarah's computer is part of a network and has an Internet connection. For this exercise, let's assume that Sarah wants to establish a second connection as a backup to her regular Internet connection. She has subscribed to a new Internet service provider named New ISP. You can create a new connection using the Internet Properties dialog box, which is accessible from the control panel. For your convenience, the control panel will be displayed. The control panel allows you to view and manipulate basic system settings and controls via applets, such as adding hardware, adding and removing software, controlling user accounts, and changing accessibility options. Take a look at the Internet options now. The Internet Properties dialog box lets you configure a variety of settings related to your default web browser and your Internet connection. The Connections tab lets you create a new connection. Windows informs you that this computer is already connected to the Internet. However, the second option lets you set up an additional connection. Now you need to select the type of Internet connection. A broadband connection uses high-speed cable or DSL to connect to the Internet. In this example, Sarah wants to create a second connection. Now Windows needs to know the username and the password before the connection can be established. For your convenience, the username and password have been entered. Good! The new connection has been established. Additional Internet connections can serve as backup connections if the Internet connection from the network is not available. Multiple connections are beneficial as one can serve as backup if the other connection is lost. Or you can dedicate one connection for work and the other for home use. If one connection is faster, you may choose to use it exclusively for downloading. Once you have established a connection to the Internet, you can use a web browser to visit websites, download files, and more. A web browser is a software program designed to navigate, retrieve and present information on the World Wide Web and display web pages on your computer. A web browser can also be used to access and view documents and other resources on web servers in private networks. Edge, Firefox, Google Chrome, Safari, and Opera are all common and popular browsers that work on Windows PCs. Windows users will undoubtedly be familiar with Internet Explorer, for years the most widely used web browser. However, with Windows 11, Internet Explorer has officially been replaced with Edge as the default browser on Windows systems. If for any reason you need to run IE on Windows 11, it can be enabled through your system settings. Then click Apps and Optional Features to install. Microsoft Edge is designed to be a simple but powerful browser and includes built-in features such as search functionality, dynamic information related to searches within the address bar, and voice control. Users can make annotations to web pages and store and share them using OneDrive or as HTML pages on their computers. Edge also integrates with the reading list function and provides a reading mode that strips unnecessary formatting from pages to improve their readability. To start Edge, use the search box, the app option from the Start menu, or the icon on the taskbar. Let's take a look. In keeping with the modern app approach to UI design, Edge's interface is minimalist and intuitive, without many elements to distract users from a website's contents. Take a moment to get to know the interface now. Notice that as you type, Edge will display additional options, which are provided by the autocomplete feature. You can select an option instead of completing the entry in the address bar. In this example, you will type the entire web address instead of using autocomplete. Most web pages contain links, which enable you to jump to other web pages. Moving the mouse pointer over a link displays the destination of the link in the status bar. Clicking a link opens the page associated with the link. When you move the mouse pointer over the link, notice that additional options are displayed in the menu, providing quick access to additional content. Let's take a look at the news link. Once you open another page in Edge, you can return to previous pages using the Back button. Notice that the Forward button is now active. You can use this button to go forward to the news page. Each time you open a page, it replaces the page in the current tab. Edge also offers tabbed browsing, where you can open pages in separate tabs. Instead of using the back and forward buttons, you can display another page by just clicking its tab. Clicking the blank tab, called the New tab, enables you to open a page in the tab. A new tab opens. On the New tab, you see a display of frequently visited pages. Let's use this tab to access the first page of the Library of Congress website. Good. Notice that the tab now displays the name of the current web page. From here, you can link to other pages, which will replace the current page in this tab. Notice also that the Bing.com page is readily accessible in the first tab. To redisplay this page, you just click its tab. Good. You've successfully used Edge to access several web pages. To close Edge, you can use the Close button on the title bar. Edge includes a feature called Immersive Reader. If you find a web page too cluttered, you can remove distracting elements by using this mode. What remains is a clean, easily readable version of the web page. Like other browsers, Edge allows you to search the internet by typing the URL into the address bar, or simply searching your query using the search engine. Let's browse to the NASA website. Let's activate the Immersive Reader feature now and see how a page looks without the unnecessary elements of the page, including ads and menus. First, select an element of the page you'd like to focus on. Let's navigate to the bottom of the page to select a section of text. With the selected text highlighted, right-click on the highlighted text. Then left-click on Open in Immersive Reader on the shortcut menu. Good. The article is now front and center without any distractions from additional web content and ads. Using the Immersive Reader options, you can change the font size and other attributes to your reading preference. The Read Aloud feature makes Edge read the contents of the web out loud using the built-in tool. Control plus Shift plus U also engages the Read Aloud feature. Let's explore text preferences next. With the Immersive Reader text preferences, you can change the text size, page theme, and text spacing. These features are useful for people with visual impairments or to customize a page to your liking. Good. The text preferences have been applied to the page. This makes it easier and more straightforward when reading online content. By establishing your own preferences, it will be easier to concentrate on the page. Grammar tools assist in reading comprehension by breaking the words on the page into syllables and highlighting parts of speech, helping you understand the content on the page. Now let's take a look at the reading preferences. Reading preferences includes options to make your reading more comfortable. When enabled, you can select 1, 3, or 5 lines to highlight in the reading view. Let's close the immersive reading tools and the browser. In this chapter, you learned how to set up an internet connection. You also learned the primary features of the Microsoft Edge browser by annotating and saving a web page.